welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me video. This week we are planning the week of January 18th through to January 24th. We are behind. We know it. I mean, when am I not behind? I feel like it wouldn't even be a Mellow Plans Plan With Me if it wasn't behind. Like, I take memory planning to this whole new adventure park. Like, we're planning from like 2015 over here. No, not really, but basically. Anyway, hello. I hope everyone is well. Surprisingly, this is the second voiceover that I filmed today, so I'm very, very proud of myself. I filmed this spread 2 weeks ago now, I think. 2-3 weeks ago. I don't know. But I hadn't had a kit planned out for this particular week, and I was getting to a point where I had no summer kits left. I'm like, what the hell am I going to use for this week? And then I stumbled across this beautiful gem of a kit. It is absolutely stunning. So this kit is actually a kit from Wednesday Planning. Most of you, if not all of you, know that Wednesday Planning no longer operates as a business, but I do still have quite a bit of stuff on hand from Wednesday Planning because Emily is amazing and Emily's shop was amazing. So I still have a bunch of stuff of hers to get through, which I'm really, really happy about. But this kit is absolutely stunning. It's like a it's like a summery kit, but it's kind of like a muted pastel take on summer. I believe it was her anniversary kit. So for her like shop anniversary, she created this kit and released it, and I knew that I had to have it. It was absolutely beautiful. And I think it turns out the way that it looks at the end, I'm just like, I die. Anyway, so I did things a little bit differently with this spread. So again, I think I mentioned something similar in my last voiceover, but for anyone who has been around this channel for a while, you guys know that I'm pretty method in the way that I go about placing my full boxes. So they're not always the same, but generally it's kind of a very similar format. Like, you know, I scatter them, you know, top, middle, bottom. But there's always some kind of a strategy based on like the artwork in the kit, or I don't know, there's always some kind of strategy. But I did something very different this time. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I definitely want to try and do different things this year. Like, I tend to stick, like, once I find my comfort zone, I tend to like get really, really cozy in my comfort zone, and I don't try anything new. But I mean, why not try something new? I mean, I've been doing the same thing for however many years, or similar things for how many years now. I might as well like try and change it up, right? So yes, we did something different. So I'm fiddling with the bottom washi and whatnot and laying my base down at the moment, but you will see a couple of things. So firstly, I have a tickle in my throat. Give me a second. I just had to have some of my frappe. It is delicious. So the first thing that you will see is I do bring in some extra components with this spread. So firstly, you will see I bring in some washi in the sidebar. The sidebar, it's a bow washi. I think it might be something that I got from a D-Stash. I think it's like Pink Room Coat or something. I didn't really realize at the time, and it doesn't look too bad on the spread. But it's been sort of sealed together so long that the bows, when you look really closely, when you lift up the tape is like taking away the like foiling. So I got lucky and I only had to use like 3 strips of it. So you don't really notice too much, but that was a thing. So I bring in some washi, and then I also, for my headers, like I said, I did something different this time around. So with this particular spread, I used some like little things or like washi tape from the kit to like as headers. But then I also bought in some foil again that I purchased from a D-Stash. I think they might be like Rose Colored Days foiled headers, but again, like I said, I got them from a D-Stash. And what I do is I actually use those foiled headers for everywhere I place a full box. So rather than doing like my usual, like alternating the headers, you'll see that at the very top, I lay down some headers, but the foiled headers go where every full box goes. And then I don't put the 3rd row of headers. So I have a top row and I have a header above every box, full box that I use. And then there is no other headers. You'll see what I mean, and it will probably make more sense once I actually get to laying down the kit. Now, this particular spread, I did my sidebar first, and you will see that in this kit, the one thing that I really enjoyed about the Wednesday planning kits is that within the kit, you have like your art boxes or like your full boxes that have art in them. And then there was always 1 or 2 boxes that were like open boxes. So they were there, so you could basically put them down and put your own quotes in them. You could put them down and put plans in them. However you wanted to use them, you could use them. So what I opted to do is I put one of those boxes in the top corner, which you can see currently. It doesn't have a quote in it, but that is purely because, again, I didn't actually have any quotes on hand, and I don't think I have a quote. Even if I found a quote, I don't think I have a quote that's kind of suitable for this aesthetic or for like summer or anything like that. So I'm just going to leave that blank until such a time that I can actually find something that I can put in there. And then I do use the second box on the 22nd, which is the Friday. I do put an icon sticker there. I haven't written anything in there yet, probably because I forgot, but also because I wanted to make sure it looked pretty. Again, I may put something in there, I may not, because the icon I use on that box is very self-explanatory. I think that is it in terms of what I bring in. So with this kit, I actually even opted to use the Wednesday planning date dots. Usually I didn't use those. At the time that I was using the Wednesday planning kits a lot, I wasn't a huge super fan of the date dots because they have that sort of like typed aesthetic, and I was very particular with like the date dots that I wanted to use. But now I'm just kind of like, I use what's in the kit, and I actually really like them, and I think that they work really well with this spread. This kit was also one that was a result of a reformat. So Emily's kits looked totally different at the start when I first started using them, and then she did a reformat, and her reformats were like my favorite thing ever. I have a bunch of kits put away that I found that I'd never even hauled or done anything with since I got them. So you will eventually at some point very soon, I'm sure, see some of those, and they all have the same headers and I adore them. But moving on to the plans, because naturally you guys can see now that I'm starting to actually lay everything down, and you'll see what I mean about those foiled headers. So I'm currently placing down a full box, and above that you can see it's like a teal. I think they're meant to be blue, but they're kind of like a teal sort of blue to me. So I thought, I don't know, I compared them to this kit and I thought that they kind of matched, and it just bring in a little extra element of something. So that's what I used. Okay, so onto the sidebar. So firstly, like I said, I put that full box down, and then I've separated the sidebar this week with the washi tape as opposed to headers. So naturally, the first sort of little header thing that I put down was this week header. And again, I've gone and I've put in those social media followings like I do every week. It is just something that I really enjoy doing. It just also really works for my sidebar. So I've used a little sticker thief icon to mark my YouTube followers. And then of course, again, another YouTube icon from Sticker Thief. YouTube icon from Sticker Thief to mark my YouTube following, and an Instagram icon from Sticker Thief to mark my Instagram following. Thank you. Again, we split that up with some washi, and then I put my little half box in there to mark my weight. I obviously don't put that in on camera, but that is what that is for. I then used some more washi, and then I put a little things label there, and I just realized that even though this is already filmed and done and I'm actually doing the voiceover now, I didn't actually fill in my little things. So where that checklist is, when I put the little things, that's basically just a reflection of, or like at a glance look at my favorite memories or highlights for the week. So haven't done that. We'll definitely do that now that I've remembered. Moving on to Monday. So the first thing that I go ahead and mark in, of course, you guys know me, it's Coffee Monday. Hello. So I've used a little coffee pot sticker there from Marshmallow Studio, as well as a Stella Bow Sticker Co script to mark in Coffee Monday. Wednesday planning kits do come with work labels, so I've gone ahead and put in the work labels from Monday through Friday. Again, same work schedule, but I just always like to mark work in, so you will see that throughout the week. I've then used a bill due sticker from the kit to mark in that my Medibank or health insurance was due $192.10 per month for one person. Can you believe it? That is also inclusive of a corporate discount. And I've just been notified that as of this week, or as of today, I'm pretty sure, even with my corporate discount, that is now going to go up to $203. And I don't know why I'm paying for it, because I was saying to my brother today that even though I'm going to now be paying $200 a month. The last time I got my eyes checked and got new glasses, I still had to pay $90 on top of what they covered. So I was still out of pocket $90. And then when I did my dental work last year, I got my like one free clean. They helped me with my like overnight plate thing, but I was still out of pocket like $300-400. So what am I actually paying for? Can somebody honestly tell me? Anyway, below that, I use a little icon there from Pomegranate Pins and Prints. I always say that wrong. I don't know why. Pomegranate Pins and Prints to mark that I had a headache. And then below that, I've used a little icon there from Marshmallow Studio to mark down that I made myself a cheese, cauliflower, and broccoli bake that night. And it was absolutely delicious. It was basically the cheese, cauliflower, broccoli, some thickened cream, paprika, salt, pepper, and I think some dried Italian herbs. And oh my goodness, so tasty, you guys. Over onto Tuesday, again, I have gone in and marked in my working schedule or my work schedule. I've then pulled in another Sticker Thief icon to mark that I posted on Instagram that day. So, I mean, middle of January, still posting on Instagram. That stops very soon, let me tell you. I then use a Celebo Sticker Co. flat lay to mark that afternoon after work, I did a mixed cardio and stretch workout. So basically throughout January, I think it stops mid-February. I was doing YouTube workouts after work. I was generally trying to do 4 to 5 a week, but I was averaging 3. Like, let's be honest, I was doing 3 a week. There might be some occasions where you'll see 4 workouts, but generally I was doing 3. I just needed the motivation. Like after work, like my work, I fucking hate it. Apologies for the language, but let's be real. I'm always real. I'm always honest with you guys. I hate it, particularly now more so than ever. And it is just so mentally, emotionally, and physically draining. So like when I log off for the day or when I knock off for the day, I'm just like, you know what? I'm too tired. Like I don't want to do anything. I'm pretty sure the last 2 weeks, if not the last 3 weeks, so let's just say March, I have been logging off work at 4:30, walking 3 meters to my bed, getting under my blankets and going to sleep. And it like to a point that like, usually if I nap after work, I'll set myself an alarm so that I can get up and like tidy up, make dinner, shower, do all of that stuff. But I've literally been going into bed with the mindset that I'm just going to let myself sleep until whenever it is that I sleep. So if that doesn't tell you my frame of mind or my thoughts about work at the moment, I don't know what will, because honestly, zero motivation to do anything. Anyway, mixed cardio and stretch. I've then gone ahead and marked, you will see, like I said, my full box there, very odd placement. It's like not in the middle where it would normally be and not right at the bottom. It's kind of like in the middle, but not, if that makes sense. But yes, very fun. But below that, I use a Sticker Thief icon to mark that I washed my hair that night. And below that, I've used a little fox and cactus girl there to mark that I did an Animal Crossing stream on Twitch. For anyone who is new here or for anyone who does not know, I do in fact stream on Twitch. I stream Monday through Thursday, and my schedule as of right this minute is that I start stream at 7 p.m. Sydney time, Sydney, Melbourne time, I think it is. Moving over to Wednesday, which we are currently still in the processes of doing. This video, the editing side of it is not as thorough as some of my others have been. So for anyone who's been following for a while, you will see that my voiceover videos generally range anywhere from sort of, I guess, 15 minutes to 20 minutes, generally no more than that. This one's a little bit longer. I think the one prior to this is a little bit longer, and I think the next couple after this are going to be a little bit longer, mainly because, as I mentioned in my previous video, my laptop died. So I don't know what happened. One night it died and I didn't use it for a couple of days, and when I came back to use it, I was like, oh, it's dead. So I put it on charge, and normally like while it's charging, you can turn it on. So I put it on charge and it was charging and the light was orange, indicating like the battery's still flat, you can't turn it on yet. And it stayed orange for, I'm not even kidding, 24 hours, and I could not turn it on. And then I don't know, after that point, I couldn't turn my laptop on. So my laptop is dead. I mean, it was going to happen sooner rather than later. I think I got the laptop in, I'm going to say maybe like 2013, 2012 maybe. And I think it was a year, 18 months, 2 years. I don't know, either a year or two or something in between. Like it was already out of date, so to speak. Worked perfectly fine, no issues at all. So, I mean, I had it for, 10 years? 10 years-ish. So it was bound to happen sometime. I'm disappointed mainly because a heap of my stuff is on it, but I honestly can't be bothered going to Apple. Like, it's obviously not stuff that I need urgently because I've not rushed for it, I've not looked for it, I've not needed it. So it obviously doesn't matter that much, but it's dead. And therefore my iMovie is dead. So I've been editing these videos on my phone and oh my goodness, my phone screen, even though it's like I've got the iPhone Plus, it's very difficult and it's so finicky. And I got to a point where like trying to get a video down to 15 on my phone, my eyes were like stinging every time. So when I edited these ones, I got them down to like 20, 23 minutes, that sort of thing. I was just like, you know what, that'll do for now. Anywho, that was a very big digression. So on to Wednesday, the first thing I mark is of course work. I then use a little girl there, Doodles Do, I think she's from, to mark in payday. I've then used a Bill Due sticker from the kit to mark in that my car insurance came out that day. And then beneath that, I use a Stella Bow Sticker Co. flat lay, again, to mark in a workout after work. So on this particular day, I had to have a sip of my drink then because I was getting a tickle in my throat and I was going to start coughing in your ear and I didn't want to do that. But yes, flat lay from Stella Bow Sticker Co. to mark that afternoon's workout was a mixed cardio session followed by a stretch. And then again, that evening, I've used a little Fox and Cactus Girl. These Fox and Cactus Girls worked perfectly for this spread because I bought the like mixed pastel rainbow ones. Never knew when I was going to use them. I just thought that they were super cute. But the colors went really well with this kit. And it was really nice to be able to bring in like some peach tone stickers because, I mean, even purple stickers, because I obviously color match my stickers to my spread as best as I can. And I don't use a lot of like peachy tones or like even these green tones. So it was really nice to be able to work with some stuff that I don't normally work with. But yes, digressing again. Fox and Cactus Girl, Animal Crossing stream. I think this was the 1 week I streamed Animal Crossing like all week. And then by the end of it, I've not streamed Animal Crossing since. Over to Thursday. So again, first thing that I've marked in is work. Obviously wasn't a very eventful day because the next thing that I mark in is my workout for the afternoon. So again, I've just brought in one of those Stella Bow Sticker Co. flat lays to mark in that afternoon, much to my dismay, I actually did an ab workout and stretch. Funnily enough though, at the end of the ab workout and the following days, my abs didn't hurt too much. Like there was a little bit of discomfort, but I did a lot better than I thought I would. I was very, very proud of myself and my abs. Below that, I have used a cute little Debbie Downer sticker, just chilling back, kicking back, relaxing, to mark down that I had some chill out time. And then I've put in a little coffee cup from Sticker Thief to mark that naturally in that chill out time, I had a cup of coffee. When don't I have a cup of coffee? Let's be honest. And then underneath that, I've placed my full box, and below that, another Fox and Cactus Girl to mark in that I, of course, as mentioned, streamed Animal Crossing again that particular night. Over onto Friday, like I said, I've posted one of those like empty quote boxes, I'm going to call them. And I've put in a little Debbie Downer. I actually love the contrast of both of the Debbie Downers there. You can see how far they've come. So the one on Friday with the pink dress, that was like the OG Debbie Downer. And then the Thursday Debbie Downer is like the current Debbie Downer. They're both amazing. I love them. But yes, Debbie Downer Friday captures my entire mood for that week and for that day. So tired as heck. Couldn't be bothered. And I'm going to cough. I think you still heard that. Apologies. Yes. So then below that, I've marked in work. And then underneath that, I go ahead and mark everything else that happened that day. So I've used, again, another sticker there from Pomegranate Pins and Prints to mark that I had a headache that day. And then I haven't put an icon there. I think it's because I didn't pull out anything that matched. But I had a bit of a YouTube binge after work on Friday. I then used a Stella Bow Sticker Co. laptop to mark that I watched some Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the current one. And then I've put a little burrito wrap there from, again, I think it's Marshmallow Studio. I'm pretty sure it's Marshmallow Studio. I have those from Marshmallow Studio and from Fox and Cactus, but I'm pretty sure this was Marshmallow Studio. That was to mark that we had Mad Mex for dinner, which we generally alternate between Nando's and Mad Mex every Friday for dinner. So you'll see a lot of that. Occasionally we'll change it up, but not too often. And then that night I've used a little popcorn sticker there. I don't really like how this looks, but alas, it's done. Popcorn sticker from Stella Bow Sticker Co. to mark that we watched The Experiment with Liam Neeson. I don't know what it is, but I'm not a fan of action movies, but when Liam Neeson is in an action movie, you know it's going to be good. So if it's an action movie that I have to watch, or if I have to choose to watch an action movie, Liam Neeson is my go-to. It was actually a really good movie. Over on to Saturday, I have marked in there that I had a cup of coffee first thing in the morning. I mean, standard practice for myself, really. And I've marked that with a little sticker there from Sticker Thief. Below that, I've put in a label, and I don't actually know what that was. Coffee. I think that was... I don't know. I honestly don't know. But there's obviously something that's meant to be there, so I have to go back and look at my plans. But there's an empty box there for now. I've then used a sticker from Fox and Cactus to mark that I was pretty tired that day, so we basically just took it really easy that day. Used an icon there from Marshmallow Studio to mark that we had pizza for lunch. No, pizza for dinner, sorry. And pretty much we spent that entire day binge watching The Walking Dead. We'd been behind for ages and we found the DVDs. So I bought season 8 and season 9 and we've just been binge watching them like crazy. We're up to date now. Well, up to date as we can be based on DVDs. But yes, that's what we did all day on Saturday. And then over to Sunday, I've used a flat lay from Stella Bow Sticker Co. to mark that I slept in, and I've just laid a script over that, which you will see shortly. And then again, that day we binged watched The Walking Dead. I wanted to use some zombie stickers from Sticker Thief, but I didn't pull them out and I'm not sure where they are. But I'll go back and get those. And then that evening, I've got another empty box. I don't know why. And the last thing I mark in is that I've washed my hair, and again I've just marked that in using my favorite little Sticker Thief sticker. Anywho guys, I am just showing you what is left of the kit. There's quite a bit, but I've also used quite a bit of it. I really hope you've enjoyed this spread, this plan with me. I really love how it turned out. The colors are amazing. But thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing. That is it. There is a quick little wiggle there for the minimal foil I have, but I'm going to leave you now. Goodbye. See you next time.